reality is that the education system as we know it today is in crisis. In kind of a major city in the US, close to 50% of the high school students were dropouts. And even scarier that almost close to 50% of the graduates were functionally illiterate, and that's in one of the most advanced countries in the world. So the question is, what is the new paradigm? And I think where AI comes in, AI offers the opportunity to challenge the paradigm, to come up with an alternative paradigm. And the paradigm that I've been kind of working on together with Emilia, which is the most advanced conversational AI system in the world, is primarily changing the paradigm from teacher-centric, the faculty is the core of knowledge and surrounded by students, to a student learning, student-centric approach. Any learner will have access to knowledge on their smartphone 24/7 in any language, and not only in any language, but in any format that they feel most comfortable learning, whether the format is written or listening or even playing games eventually. And the role of the faculty is no longer then as the source of knowledge, but the role of the faculty is the motivator of the student, the coach. That's a potentially new paradigm for education. And that's where AI is so important, because it offers this opportunity to rethink the current educational system, which I think failed. Digital divide has existed. Digital divide exists today. Digital divide will always exist. When we're talking about 8 billion people around the world, not everyone has access to the latest technology. So once you have access to it, I think AI will help by uplifting your capabilities and assuring that you really understand the material which is critical for your success in life. Yeah, some learning does require reflection and require time. You know, you can still do it with AI. You know, kind of you don't have, not that you're limited in the AI to doing something right now and that's it. You have it forever. You basically have it on your smartphone. You can access it at any time you want to. It's not like going to a lecture and it's disappeared after the lecture. Here you have the material and you could go back to it. You can go back and forth. And if you're fast and you learn it, you can speed up the process. So in a sense, the speed is a major advantage here to allow the learner to adjust, you know, kind of the learning tool, the AI system that they're going to use to help them learn, to their needs. So I see it actually as a potential major advantage of AI. Now, my view of the new educational paradigm is not an AI versus humans. My view of the new paradigm of learning is a combination, an integration of an AI-driven knowledge delivery system with a human faculty in a new role, where the role is that of a coach, a motivator, and who help the learner implement. Also, the AI system, if we use like the Emilia system that we're talking about, allows Emilia to create groups of learners. So for example, because she knows who are the people who are learning the same material at the same time, she can create a group of people from China, US, France, and other places, and suggest to them to work together as a team to solve a given problem. So I don't view it at all as a lonely kind of device. You're sitting in a corner by yourself with the device and you learn. I see it as a device that helps the individual interact with others, become part of a group of learners, but with the ability, the unparalleled ability in today's environment of having access anytime, any place, in any language, in any format, to validated and up-to-date knowledge about any topic that they're interested in. So it's truly a new learning paradigm. Again, it's a great question. With the exception of the few, star researchers who are basically absolutely expert in their domain, the other people who are teaching the same material are not as experts as they are. The belief that the faculty is really the source of knowledge is really not that accurate. The real source of knowledge will be a new AI instrument that was taught by the best in the field, in the people who are the true expert of the topic. And this expert or expert team is teaching Amelia, in this case, in our case, the educational paradigm we're working on is with partnership with Amelia, teaching Amelia three things: the content, how to teach the content, and very importantly, how to evaluate if the learner understood the content. And understanding the content can be in the context of applying the context to a real-world problem. So we're getting the advantage of actually experiential learning, where the learner has to apply the knowledge as opposed to just nodding their head, yeah, they understand it, or answer some, few questions on a test. The real test of did they understand it or not is were they able to apply it, they apply it effectively. So I think it's a new world. It's a promising development that is likely to create a new educational paradigm. It's too early to say, how effective is it. We believe that this is a radical new way of thinking about education that can change the paradigm and help solve a lot of the problems we have today in our society.